Hello, what's happening? Erin Vogt coming at you here, talking about ADHD. Today, we're not going to talk about systems, but I want to share with you a poem I wrote during the time I was diagnosed. I'd always written story poems. I had done that for eulogies for my grandfathers. One that started out when I was 10 years old. I'd never written one about myself. And so I would be laying down on my bed and just commiserating, to be honest with you. It was at a time where I was just really down about the fact that I had this diagnosis. I was 35 years old at the time and my kids were young, and I didn't quite grasp the gravity of what this diagnosis was going to do for me. My hope is that when you hear this, it's something that sits with you, or you would want to share it with someone else that you know could maybe uplift them. I just want you to know you're seen with your ADHD, and so I'm going to read it to you now. Trapped in a sea of tangled lies, with sad lost thought and tear-stained eyes, fear that pulls me far off my path, waiting for the next season of wrath. It's all in your head, they say so clear. But self-doubt crawls back year after year. Will nothing shush this inner noise so strong? Where and when will I ever belong? Insomniac behavior kept me from myself, all while knowing what was good for my health. The shoulds and woulds that pierce my brain create such floods of uncertain rain. When the sun shines bright, I do as well. How hard is this episode? It's hard to tell. As a daughter, mom, friend, and wife, mental health challenges make up my life. Time management? Confusingly crazy, but don't mix up scattered actions as lazy. Working harder than most for the simplest task. Humor and patience is what most I ask. Daily duties and challenges escalate fast and throw in mistakes from the past. Certain memories take up too much space. Positivity can reign, but it's something I chase. Sure, I forget things and rapidly crash, but my inadequacies are no reason to bash. 3 decades of trying, falling, and failing. Turns out I'm not climbing. Instead, I'm sailing. If you ask a fish to climb a tree, what occurs? She likely cannot and is shattered by nerves. But offer her water and others to swim near. She learns to say goodbye to fear. Creatively, she pursues her goals and dreams. Instead of tree houses, she lights up streams. Nobody is perfect. It's evidently true. I am happy to share my story here with you. Recently, ADHD hit my diagnosis chart. At least now I have somewhere to start. I owe no explanation for my lack and shame. Grateful that others can share in this game. Surrounded by people who genuinely care, who know what I need and willingly share. Their time, their talk, a smile, an ear. These are the moments that I hold most dear. Perhaps someone you know feels just like this. Drowning in mental strife, joy they miss. Know that more than ever, they need to hear that no matter what, I am here. Sailing, not climbing, is what I've called this. It's had a few different titles over the years. And what I want you to think about is if you have felt like, hey, I'm a fish trying to climb a tree. How well is that going to work? I spent so much of my life seeking tree houses, but really I should have been in the river. I should have stuck in the river. I just didn't have a lot of people in the river with me. And belonging is really key with anything in life, but especially when we have ADHD, I find that's what's really cool about the online space is the communities that are out there. And even when you watch a reel or video or you're in a group or maybe a group program, whatever it is, it's that camaraderie and it pulls people together to just say, I see you. I feel you. I so get that. Yes. Oh man, I thought it was just me. And I used to live with so much shame. And it's funny because most people will look at me and be like, what do you mean you've lived with shame? They didn't see that in me. I even had a conversation with my husband last night. I am a transformation coach. He actually didn't know that I was that bad before. And he was honest about it. My husband doesn't lie to me. And I just looked at him like, what do you mean you don't notice a difference in me? And I was mad, right? I'm like, what do you mean you don't notice? Like, you don't remember what it was like? It was complete chaos before. And he goes, babe, I think that maybe in your head, you thought you were way worse than you were. You're doing the best that you could. And I think that a lot of people, maybe with ADHD, are just so hard on themselves that their loved ones offer them a lot of grace. But we, with ADHD, need to give ourselves that same grace, if not more. And he said that to me last night, and it hit me like a ton of bricks because I was like, oh, all this time I just thought that I was this like really difficult wife and things were so hard. Yeah, I was going through postpartum depression. I didn't know I had ADHD for many years. I was 35 when I got diagnosed. But it doesn't mean that I didn't still show up for my family. And I want you to think about that too, because often we're always waiting to cross the bridge to get up to the next space. Yes. But why can't we celebrate where we are right now and take a look at, okay, back then, we sure got a lot done, even though it wasn't easy. It really makes me think why we can't settle in and see things maybe the same way that our loved ones see us or as God sees us, right? He's not disappointed in us, in you and me. He's not upset. He's not frustrated. He's not angry. I just want relationship with you. I want you to lean on me. I want you to let me carry your burdens. I want you to step up in faith. Step up more than anything in faith. Stop looking for all these hacks and these tricks, especially ones that don't come from me. It's taken me a really long time to realize that and the gravity of what that can mean. So I hope that this poem you can print off. It's in the show notes here. My podcast is called Busy Brain, Bold Faith. And I'm talking a lot about this type of stuff and system solutions so that we can follow our calling. We can follow through on what we say we're going to do and be there for ourselves, but more importantly, be there for God and do this for the kingdom. So sailing, not climbing, that is my little gift to you. And I hope you'll let me know if this is something that supported you in any way. Please feel free to share it, and I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.